Okay, so we're going to do a guided meditation with an explanation, first of all. So one of the meditations which the Buddha recommended in order to obtain greater concentration is to occupy the mind with an object. The mind wanders out through the ears and all the attention. It goes out through the eyes, busying on things, and fidgets with the body. So in order to try to limit its objects rather than allowing it to run around and run around, with visualizing a circle or visualizing a sphere helps to occupy the mind. And this blocks the mind from wandering too much. It's difficult to do, it's not natural, it takes practice. So for some people this is an introduction, for some people they've heard it a few times, for some people been on retreat and it's been included. It's all part of practice, an introduction and repeated attempts at doing it. Even if it takes years, steady trying. Same with concentration on breathing. Steady practice helps to get practice at doing it. There are a number of different things the sphere can be imagined to be made out of. Clay or earth or stone or granite is one. So this will be a solid object, about the distance of an arm in front of us, like that. So imagine that if you put your hand out, you would actually feel that object and it would be there and it would be very real. You could knock it, you could scatter it from the side, underneath, at the back. That you make yourself very, very convinced that there's something really, really there. And the exercise of doing that suggestion of the object being there is the practice of concentration. Concentration is repeatedly taking the same thing as an object again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And this pulling the monkey mind onto and returning it and returning it and taking it and catching, returning it and kind of hearing and returning it is building up concentration and training and repeatedly training. And after a while it will stay without too much effort. But at first it takes a lot of effort. The mind is used to going all over the place of 6 sense doors. It's used to just thinking, smelling, thinking, seeing, hearing, thinking, seeing. It's used to running all over the 6 sense doors without that much discipline. So when you suddenly make it give it one thing that's not even that interesting and try to keep it won't want to do it. So we're bringing it back and holding it and then let it go. So it's also using willpower, so it increases the strength of the willpower like a muscle. You keep holding it there, and it takes a lot of effort to try and hold it, and then you go and it's gone again. So it's usual that you get this. You get the thing caught, you get a tiny little suggestion of it, it flickers and it disappears. You try it again, flickers, disappears. And it's being with the frustration, being with the patience with yourself is all part of the practice of developing the willpower with it. So several substances we imagine it made out of that are material objects. One is this earth casino. And you can also systematically use counting to assist you, like earth 1, earth 2, earth 3, earth 4, earth 5. And it might be wanting to run away and think about other things and stuff like that. Just keep, and the numbering can be a way of reapplying the mind. Reapplying the mind is part of the absorption tools for absorption, for getting absorbed in it.
What number do you suggest?
Just keep going. 15 and then repeating again. 8 is quite a good one. It's quite easy to remember. There isn't a fixed number about it. It's just simply to keep reapplying to it. Yeah. You can find if you've got big numbers, if you go up to 50, which can be done, you can get a bit occupied with the counting rather than visualising. A low number can be quite good. So I say 8, because then if you hear the word 9, it's you that you're actually drifted off already. That's quite a good one. And then you just go back to 1 again. But it shouldn't be too hypnotic in that sense. And then there's some other varieties of earth, but to be honest, that first 2, they're quite good to clay. Another one's going to be water. So quite difficult to see through. So you can even keep your eyes a tiny little bit open So it's as if it was in the room, and then you could see through it to what's the other side, a bit like this one. Reflections, you can blow on it, you see some ripples, you can imagine you flick it and it would drip, and water's wet, it's cold, warm, it's ripply. So you've got a few things that can help you. It's see-through like glass, you can imagine it's just still like crystal, so we can do it, you blow on it and it will ripple a bit. All the things like that. Fire. A bit animated, you can make it like, rolling around like gas flame. Hot. So if you put it out, you feel heat there. Sound. So you're fully occupying your sense doors with this one object. Using colour. Air. Nowadays I tend to not do air because it's just it's better to almost leave it until it get to the nose and stay with that. But there is also air casino. This is the classical sequence: blue, yellow, red, white. I prefer to do it red, yellow, blue, white, just because it's more like a rainbow when you do red, orange, yellow, yellow, green, blue, blue, sky blue, white. It moves more like a rainbow. So that one first, and then through orange to that one, and then through yellow to lime green to that one, and then blue paling off like sky blue to that one. Same sphere size, same shape, just changing colour like something in a nightclub or something. And also like laser, that it would be see-through. So see-through, like a special effect or something. You'd be able to see through it, it's not solid. The other ones dip water, hot, but these ones just clear, no temperature. So they're arupa, they're not rupa. They wouldn't rot, they wouldn't age, they wouldn't go, like an apple. Light. So now we're up to the light casino. And then after light casino, so basically imagine there's something very, very radiant right there. Then the next stage after this, what we do is just to remove that and stop imagining a sphere in front of you. And what we're going to do, mind should be quite collected after that, is start to be able to look around the room with the eyes shut. So you're just using your memory to scan around. Now you're going to help again with the counting by going like object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4 is the way of using the same sort of pinning quality, applied thought to go around, down, down. Also you might not be so familiar with the room, but you can remember your own objects, my handbag, my watch, my clock, my belt, my bracelet, my earring. You can think about things that are local to the body, like that. But it's keeping the mind in the environment of the present moment. Yeah? So if you didn't do that, you just sort of think, later tonight, or when I go home, or in the car, or the mind vanishes off down memory lane or off into space, or the space is out. So this is keeping the mind, magnetised to the present moment, or what's actually really here. Something like as if you've got clear eyelids or a glass head with a 360-degree camera in, and it's just panning around. So you can take big objects like the whole wall, or just the whole ceiling, or the lights, or tiny objects like little details that you remember, the type of light switch, the door handle, the little thing over there, and the kind of map, the little shoes over there, the camera, the little things like that as well. So anything where you find that you're gluing yourself to the present moment, so you're examining the 360-degree sphere around. This is akasa, which is the space around, limited space around. Unlimited space around, once you've got the hang of doing that, you start to be able to expand your awareness out. So, like for me, it would be, that warehouse over there with the curved roof and the green stuff that we were just talking about. Oh yeah, the koi, the carp. You can expand your mind out. Because it's just as conceptual, remembering what's in here as out there, but you have to do it very, just gradually and slowly and slowly and slowly out. And then when you can do that, right away to the horizon, and then you also remove the sky and the earth, as you just do infinity. So you actually can consider space in every direction. So doing that by staying here and doing it, and then just scanning all around and then going out, so that you start to be able to see the perspective lines as things get tinier and tinier and tinier and tinier as they go away. Basically in the 4 directions, and then up. So that goes from limited space casino to unlimited space casino. Be aware of your state of mind as well. Look back at your state of mind. Have you got concentration or not? It's just one thing is all this conceptualizing, the other thing is your state of mind is doing it as well. Okay, so that sort of covers that kind of thing. That's a little bit, an indication of the type of thing, and then gone. Just unlimited space. Limited, unlimited. Just as a rough guide, but it's only a rough guide. Right. And then what we're going to do is go onto the nose and the breathing, and down into the real body, real time, not conceptual, with the rising and falling of the abdomen, and then touching points all over the body. Real touching points, first of all, actual where the skin is touching, the bones is pressing, and so on, the clothes is touching, map around the body using aiming. And then rising, falling, sweeping the body and going through and touching systematically, 2 points at a time. Right hip, left hip, right butt, left butt, right back of the knee, left back of the knee, right ankle bone, left ankle bone, right top of the foot, left top of the foot, right knee, right thigh, left thigh, right groin, left groin, right groin, centre of the chest, here, left shoulder, left groin, centre of the chest, right shoulder, and then the same on the back, across, good, 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 good. So and then we go back to the beginning again. But that's just to be able to be in a nice dissolved state, but mapping the body and staying with the present moment. Alright? Okay. I'll do your pilot then. Are we ready? Mm-hmm.